Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you're well. We are back here in Misty Marsh. I'd like to apologise. So this week went a bit wrong. So the episode that you watched on Wednesday was originally meant to go out on Monday. I recorded it on Saturday and then I forgot that my girlfriend's mum and dad were coming down on Sunday, so I didn't get to do my usual Sunday recording. And therefore I forgot to actually edit my Saturday video to put it out on Monday. So it went out on Wednesday. Hopefully, I mean, I'm recording this on Tuesday, so hopefully I put an episode out for tomorrow. That's the plan, and then this episode will go out on Friday. So sorry, it all went a bit wrong this weekend, but there we go. That's life, isn't it? Life gets in the way. Right, so last episode we did our meeting point, put some benches down and these statues, and did a bit more decorating over here. This area is coming together really nice now, actually. I really like it. So today I need to get these covered up, don't I? These exhibits and the building, and then do a whole load more rock work. And then we will move out of this area and we'll go somewhere else. I have no idea where or what. I've got a little list of animals that I want to do. So that is the plan, is to try and get some more animals from that list done, but we'll work on that in the next episode or two. Excuse me, I am still quite poorly, I'm afraid. I've been down with a bit of an illness at the moment, so I apologise if I still sound a little bit croaky. Right, so let's have a look at this. How do we want to try and do this? Let's go into the group and edit the building. Right. I'm going to go with my favourites here. I want to try and do something with these, I think. Hang on, what have we got? That's as long as it gets, isn't it? Let's do this. Let's just start building and kind of see where it takes us. So I think what I'll do, because the easiest way to do this is to duplicate it to all four sides. So if I do it right, so this is right on the edge like this, then when I duplicate it to each side it won't overlap. That's my thinking. Right, and then I can always do something in the corner, can't I? Well, let's just build and see. So that's kind of my basic shape there. Now I need to do a turn on this so that the moss patterns are different. Okay, let's then copy this across to this side. And I will turn that. Oh, that went horribly wrong, didn't it? Never mind, it's fine. There we go. Just to mix up those moss patterns. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to sneeze at you. I do apologise. Right, there's that bit. Now I want to see what I can do with something like this at the bottom here. I like the idea of using something a bit different to try and create a little sort of stepped, fancy looking bottom piece here. Now, I mean, my original plan was to have this kind of all the way along. Let's just do it and see what it ends up looking like. It's okay, they do, the graphics go a little bit glitchy, don't they? Yeah. No, maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just keep them like that. And then I could get a, let's get a line of surface on. I could get one of these in between as a little step down here. Yeah, that looks nice. Good. I like that. So I'm trying to keep it relatively simple, you know. Don't want it to look too over the top. Now, what have we got here? That's quite over the top, isn't it? As is this. I think maybe the top needs to be quite chunky. I wonder. Let's just see what that looks like. Okay, let's do that. No, now the problem actually here, you want that, and then you do want this one, because this is the corner, isn't it? Which would go something like that. Actually, that looks quite nice. Let's just do this and see what it ends up looking like. So you want it just overhanging like that. Now, can this fill the gap? It can. Right, how does that look? Actually, that's nice. It's simple, which is what you want. Let's have a go then. Let's try. Oh, where's it gone? I mean, it's right the way back there. Let's do a little turn on this. We'll duplicate it to the back. Typical, it's just slightly out of alignment. It's quite annoying. Okay. And then, hopefully, I can do this. Beautiful, look at that. There we go. Right, how does it look? Yeah, so we probably want something just in the corner here. But as a basic design, I like that. It's not too over the top. I think that looks quite nice. So do I want it to be as simple as another one of these, like this? I probably do, to be honest. See, that can quite happily just go up to there. Get a little turn on it. Like so. And then I can just copy this. No, of course I can't. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. I can copy this over to here. Hang on. How much? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's kind of gone a little wonky, but that's fine. There we go. Let's copy that to there. These things never quite go right, do they? It's close enough. And I will copy it over to this one as well. Right, now the top needs a little something on it. Let's have a look in here. Yeah. I don't know, actually, does the top need anything? Because, I mean, that's kind of what the top would look like. It's not like the guests see the top. Oh, I'll tell you what, I could create something. Yeah, I'll leave that. Right. So, what I want to do now, actually, I need to edit that. I want to select the whole thing. I want to deselect that. And I want to split that off. That's what I want to do. Because then I can copy this and hopefully line it up to these ones. Yeah, of course it's not quite matched up, is it? That would be too easy. Oh, I like a challenge. It's fine. It's actually slightly lower as well, this one, so I will need to just raise it up a tiny bit. Like so. How does that look? Yeah, I like that. That looks good. And over to here. Ooh, I think the angle might be spot on here. Except, of course, it's going out of the park. Not by a lot. Right, let's just bring it to here. So I think what I may have to do is just remove those bits. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's fine. I can work with that. Plenty of people looking at them, which is nice. Okay, that's fine, because all of this is going to be rocks anyway. So yeah, so what can I do up here? I can create a small flower bed, can't I? Let's see, how do I want to do this? I'll tell you what, actually, no, let's go back into here and let's use these same pieces. I think that makes sense. If I create something that kind of boxes around the top of this. Let's group these together. So it's a nice shallow flower bed, but that's going to be fine. It'll look nice. Let's just budge that one in a bit. Good stuff. Right, let's get some soil in here. And then I'll decorate it with some nice ferns and bits like that. Hang on, is that going to be too big? Let's have a look. No, I think that should just about sink in okay. Oh, I don't know, it's a bit tight, isn't it? Hang on, let's bring it down, let's see. Does it poke out anywhere? Oh, it just pokes out there. Hang on, can I? Let's see if I can squeeze that in. No, that's now poking out the front. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Never mind, we will go with a smaller one. It's all good. Whoops, didn't actually put that one down. There we go. Right, there's our soil. Now let's see, what do I want? Do I want something big or do I want something like this as a kind of centerpiece? I think that looks very nice. These are all going to be way too big, aren't they? Yeah. That's fine. Let's go fern. No, I'm just going to be a bit naughty here because it's going to be viewed from down here, so you can't quite tell. But I've just lifted that up so the leaves aren't going through the stones. I'm going to get this one right over to the edge actually, and I'm just wondering, do I actually want to kind of lean it a bit? I think I do, a bit like that. In fact, if I lean it that way as well, yeah, that looks nice. And then I can do a couple of small ones as well. And then what have we got? We've got some nice fern, no, what am I trying to say? Brackeny bits. They are, well, they're ferns. They're all ferns, but you know what I mean. I could probably get in a small tree fern. Hang on, which one is the small? There we go. Get that one leaning as well. That looks quite nice. I feel like I need a little something over on this corner. Or, hang on, let's bring that one over there. Let's just bring this one over here and get it leaning the right way. That's nice. I think that's all I need to do there. And then I am simply going to copy and paste it. Let's get rid of the snapping so I can line it up properly. I don't know if that's me being lazy, just copying and pasting. I could do them a little bit differently, couldn't I? Actually, I probably will. Yeah, once I've done this, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go back and just add a few bits. Now, this may or may not work over here because of the edge of the map. Let's just snap this one round. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. I think it will work. Like that. Lovely stuff. Good. Right, let's just get a bit of variation. Actually, let's come over here because we've got quite a big gap here. Let's just chuck an extra one of those in there. We've got our bracken here. Let's have a look at that. There we go, a couple of those on there. Let's just move this one across and get a bit of nice bracket in the corner there. Just so there's a little bit of variation in them. That's nice though, isn't it? I think that looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. While I'm just thinking about it, we should just get our little information things put down here, shouldn't we? So we'll just get one outside each of these. Hang on, let's get that going so I can line them all up properly. I do like to educate my guests if I can. There we go, and where are we? Let's go in here. Right, hopefully that is the right animal. Good stuff. Right, that's our little exhibits looking much better now. I like that. Tell you what I haven't done actually. I haven't done any bins. I should probably do some bins. But let's focus on the building next. So I essentially want to copy what I've done over here. So what I'll do, let's just see. I mean, it was pretty straightforward, wasn't it? Just want the same kind of patterning. Okay. Lovely. Let's come in here. Let's get our bamboo. Yeah, it's a little bit trickier here because we've got this barrier which isn't going to look particularly good. I'm going to keep that window open because I think that's quite nice to be able to see. I won't do the back. I'm going to rock the back. It's all going to be covered up, so I'm not worried about that. I will just do these side bits. Just not sure what's going on there yet. And then the roof will all be rock as well. Lovely, that's that. Then let's come into here. Excuse me. So it needs to be at least similar to what I did over there. I'm not, I'm not 100% fussed if it's slightly different. But essentially I did columns, didn't I, with these? Actually no, let's do it thick because then I can use them in these little door areas here, like this. Yeah, so if I go up like that, and then I think I had sort of one there, and one there. And then hopefully I can just, oh, hello, where's that? Okay, I can copy and paste this. So I'll get it either side of the doors. So it's slightly different because it's probably, I'm not going to copy them to the to the outer edges of the building, because we've got them on these doors. Let me just check that. I don't think it quite... Oh, I don't know actually. Let's do it and see what we think. Yeah, actually, yeah, I think that works. I think I'm okay with that. I'll probably do the window as well. Like that. And then we used this, didn't we, around here. Let me just see what I can do with this. Hang on, where are we? Yeah, that looks about right. Try and line that up so it looks about right. Let's just maneuver that, try and get it symmetrical. And then I will lift it up. And whoops. Okay, flip it round and then I'll lift it up again. Oh, hang on, can't see which one's up. There we go. Let's get that up to there. Oh, I'll tell you what I might do. Yeah, let's just get that over the doors as well. I think that looks pretty cool. Good stuff. Nice. Okay, I like that. And we'll come out of there. Actually, let's just go into the path. I'm just going to see if I can get rid of the barrier bit just here, or if I can't. Let's see. Hang on. No, because it's going to get rid of it everywhere, isn't it? It's fine. We'll leave it up. It looks nice. It's all good. So that's basically that building done. I mean, it's very simple. It really doesn't need a lot more than that. Actually, I might just stick a couple of lights on it. Lighting, again, is something that I haven't really done much of in this zoo. In my next zoo, and I know I keep talking about the next zoo already, and we're not anywhere close to finished with this one, but in the next zoo, it is going to be something I do a lot more of. The next zoo is going to be, what's the word? Epic, but realistic, I suppose is the word. So I've done some sort of big, crazy designs and things before, but they've all been a bit unrealistic. So my aim with the next zoo is to make it ultra modern, but ultra realistic. You know, some nice big buildings, very fancy stuff. It's going to be quite slow paced. I'm not going to hide that straight away. It's not going to be a quick paced thing. You know, there will be many episodes probably of building buildings, but hopefully it'll be fun. That's my plan anyway. Right, where are we? I'm trying to find something sort of swampy looking, but there really isn't anything, is there? It's quite disappointing. See, I do quite like this sort of thing as a light. Oh, I've just realised that's sticking through there. That is not how that was meant to go. Hang on. That was meant to go through one more, that's why. Yeah. No, the lighting is quite disappointing here. Can I change any colours on this one? Okay, yeah, I can. So I could make this... Can't get rid of the surround, can I? Oh, yeah, that's fine, actually. That's quite nice. So just a little light above each door there. There we go. Right, so back to our rocks. And we're going to do, let's get rid of all that. We're going to do these lovely big flat ones on the top here again, because they just look great. Something like that. Let's get this corner one. Let's get the corner in and then I'll fill the gap. There we go, so that's our top. And actually let's go kind of backwards like this as well. Just there. Yeah, so this is going to have to be, actually let's go lines of surface here. I think I'll do some rocks like this, just to kind of cover this bit in here. Something like that. So yeah, okay. Let's just come down here. Yeah, so I'll do some more rocks here. Actually, we've got a nice pattern here, so let's use this. So I can just get a few of these in here, like so. And then maybe just build it up a bit here. Something like that. Just build it up a bit behind that statue there. That's nice. And then up here, so again, this is kind of for show, really. So I'm not going to, obviously, I'm not going to go all the way, like back here. That's behind the scenes. You don't see that. I mean, even from down here, let's just have a look. Yeah, so the people are down here, and that's what I care about. What do they see? I don't care that I can see the hidden stuff back here. It's all about what the people can see. So that is enough for me. I'm happy with that. And then we need to come over here and try and kind of cover this bit in as well. Now, where are we? Is that on the ground? Oh, now it's not letting me. Hang on. There we go. Okay, let's just come in and see that. That looks fine. This back here doesn't need to be tall. You know, it doesn't need to be, you know, to look like it's completely hidden in the valley. I may just have to come in and do some separate rock building here, because this is all a bit deep, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, because you got quite a nice backdrop there, so I don't mind if that view is a little bit open there, because you're up on a sort of a high terrace, and you've got rocks sort of each side of you there. So this side feels a bit unnecessary, really, to keep it completely blocked. This bit over here, however, I feel like this does need to be quite well blocked off back here. Let's just have a look. Where are we? Yeah, so just behind these trees, basically, like this. You know, but you've got the trees, so obviously you don't need, again, you don't need the rocks to be too high. You just need it just blocked off enough, like that. Excellent. Right, now let's just come back into here and just get some little gaps filled in. So we've got bits like this. Hang on, let's get rid of that. And you just want to cover up the path, basically at the edge there. That can have some foliage in it, so that's not a problem. So I'm just sort of doing a check on the whole surroundings here. Right, so let's come in here. Right, it's going to be tricky, I would say, to get this looking kind of filled in behind here, but I don't dislike this actually. This ooh, do I want something? Yeah, just a little bit more there, a little bit more here. Again, I don't mind if there's a gap behind that. I think that looks good. I might just add a couple of bits on here just to build this edge up a little bit here, so it's got a bit more of an angle down. That looks better. Great, and then let's come into here and let's go with our lovely ferns. Let's get our alignment on. Oh, that is our half hour done, people. Okay, so you get the idea. So I'm just gonna come along and just decorate um, a little bit around with these ferns as I do. So we'll do that in the next episode. But our rock work is basically there. So it's just a little bit of decorating left, and then this area is going to be done, and then we can move on. I like that. Let's come out and have a look at the whole zoo. Look at that. It's really taking shape, isn't it? I've no idea where we're going next. I don't like to plan too far ahead. But that's going to do it for this episode. So let me know, what do you think of our little cases that I built for this with the little garden on top? I think that worked out quite nicely. What do you think of this area altogether? Do you think it's a nice little cafe area? I think it is. I'm very happy with it. I'm glad you suggested that I put that in there, because I was going to leave that area blank. I'm just trying to think, where did I do the other little cafe area? It's right over here, wasn't it? Where was it? Oh, it's right down under here. I had some food and drink, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, and then obviously, yeah, we had the big one in the middle, didn't we? This bit, that's it. Yes, we've got cafes in here. I don't know if these are being used or not, to be honest. Customer served 9. It's not huge, is it? This one down here didn't have any, did it? None. That's just bizarre. Why aren't people using it? Oh well. At least people are going over here. Yeah, never mind. It is what it is. Brilliant. Okay, let's leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate your company as always. And please do keep the comments coming. I will hopefully see you again in the next episode, which should be out regularly again on Monday, Wednesday and Friday next week. Until then, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.